Welcome, my YouTube family. Welcome to another Hustle with Drew. We're doing another photo booth live stream talking about the photo booth business, how to run up a photo booth rental business and make the most money possible. That is today. I want to just talk about getting the most, right? I think by now most of you guys have seen the journey. You've seen me, scale a business and all the things we have going on. But I think one thing I don't talk about enough is getting the most out of it. Like, there's a lot of people leaving money on the table, and I don't want to leave any money on the table. Crystal, where's my bell? Hold up. Crystal, first, as always. Hold up. Let me hit the bell properly for Crystal. Let me know where you guys are watching this from. If you're watching this at a later date, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you can catch us live. And I will be doing some more giveaways in the next few weeks. I had to stop the giveaways because I think I think for a solid 2 months, I gave around $8,000 to $9,000 worth of free stuff. So we got to chill on the giveaways. And the reason for the giveaways needing pause is Steven ran up a pretty good tab. We gave away a lot of things. So we're going to wait for a few weeks. So catch the live. Maybe we give away a photo booth. Maybe we give away some backdrops. Maybe we give away a printer. Who knows? We'll give away some stuff. And you have to be live. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I know we got 10 people here, so it's always good to know. So here we go. Leaving money on the table for a photo booth owner is something you don't want to do, and you may not even notice or know that you're doing this. Some things that people do that I notice is lack of upgrades. As photo booth owners, we need to literally make sure we are pushing every single upgrade. And anything can be an upgrade. You can make things up. Like, literally, for my photo booth rental business, right? We use Lumen Booth. Let me turn this on. Where's the key? I withhold, I know you, if you're an OG viewer, you know exactly what I'm about to say. I withhold some features from my photo booth, and I make the customers pay for it. So if you're using an iPad photo booth, you have the photo experience, boomerang, GIF, and video. 4 experiences your photo booth will do. So we promote our photo booth as a photo booth. However, for an additional $75, you can unlock boomerang, GIF, and video. You see the words I'm saying? Unlock boomerang, GIF, or video. Or you can use the terminology activate. Hey, for XYZ, and look, I charge $75 for these extra features, but I honestly think I'm undervaluing myself on that fee. I think we can upcharge it for $200. So think about this. If you're talking to a lead, yeah, we want to book your photo booth. Perfect. Once you have it, and once they're telling you they're interested and they're ready to book, this is where you hit them. Upsell, 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 upsell. You literally can make an extra $200 to $400 minimum by talking and upselling. And here's the thing. You have to show the value in what you're doing. And it's easy to show value with a video. So if someone's not sure what upgrades you have, why not make a video? Look, I'll do a video right here. Just an example, look. It'd be something like this. Hey, so thank you for considering us for your event. I want to show you guys what the 3 activations that we have that are extra. This upcharge is $150. It's going to take your photo booth from being a photo booth to also being able to do video recording. And let me show you. Right? Hey, thank you for booking the photo booth. We can't wait to do business with you. Absolutely excited. If you want to book us, you can go to xyz.com from Drew's photo booth. By the way, the light here makes it look terrible. I have a light here that I'm filming with. So you make the video. You'd show them this. Obviously, I have it off. You could say that's one experience. Right? Let's delete the session. Here, let me turn this light off so it doesn't look so bad. Actually, I can't turn it off because I need it to film. But then you'd say, with the upgrade, another feature is boomerang. They press the button, it's going to count down, it's going to take a burst of photos. The more movement, the better. Right? So boom, you can show them that it's the boomerang. Then you go through, you do the GIF. Then you say, you know, this is going to take your photo booth from being just a photo booth, but also a video booth, boomerang booth, XYZ. It is the easiest upsell. Because if they're paying you for the photo booth, and if you're on market average pricing, you may be making $400 or $500 just to bring a photo booth. But then if you say you can 3x the experiences, right? For an additional $100, it's a no-brainer. And what I love is when we do the upsells, you would think for the average person that I stop upselling and I do it one time, is when they're first giving me the info and they're booking. I upsell probably 3 to 4 times. 1, initially when I talk to them. 2, about a few weeks before the event. 3, the day before the event. And I upsell for the 4th time when I'm there. Yeah, so 4 times. When I'm there, they might have said no to me already 3 times. I will show them the photo booth before we either leave or start the event. But like, hey, I have it activated here. If you would like to keep it, it'll be just, and what I'll do is I'll cut the price in half. So I'll just do $50. $50 will unlock these. We have it here. I know you said no, but like, you know, maybe if you want to test them out and see if you like it. If not, no worries. Or if you have the red carpet experience, that's another upcharge, right? The golden pole, the poles with the red ropes, with the red carpet, we charge $150 for that. Let me repeat myself. $150. People are paying this. And I know a lot of people will say, like, that's insane. Who the heck is paying $150 for that? Photo booth customers. I think it could, okay. When you start to think and understand your customer for your photo booth business, these are people that have extra money. We're not selling waters to where maybe someone struggling is going to buy our product. Typically, people are not struggling when they're renting a photo booth. So these are people that have extra money for luxury, for the cooler, the nice things in life, right? So there are some people that just add on just to do it. Some people just like spending money. And once you understand that, it becomes a lot easier to upsell this stuff. And this, you have to be like, okay, it's one thing to talk to someone and sit there and say, hey, these are the upgrades and this is what it costs. If they don't have a visual, it's super hard for them to understand what you're offering. That's why I make my videos. I love being able to show in a video form, or if you don't want to make a video, show some photo examples. Just don't have a website and say, this is included, this is included, this is included. You have to show people, especially if you're expecting them to give you good money. Save this live. Got you, bro. I will save it for sure. Okay, let me get to some of these comments. We're going to continue the show here. I love, man, my favorite people in here. Mel Cobbs, what's up, Mel? Michael Price. I'm watching from Allen, Texas. Let's go. Richard from Chicago. RCA, Reach Out TV. I just started my photo booth rental business. Been watching your videos. W in the chat. Congrats. Rachel, what's up? What's up? What's up? 321 Snap. We are selling an experience. Absolutely. But I want to remind you guys, this is going to seem like, I know I said it earlier. We're talking about not leaving money on the table, upcharging. Red carpet experience. This might be one of my favorite upgrades ever. For $150, let me turn the lights on in here. I'm going to show you what I mean. Hold on. For $150, I will bring 2 sets of these. These are called stanchions. Golden poles, red rope, get them on Amazon. I don't sell them. You can get these on Amazon. You put one this way, you have the photo booth right here, another one right here, right? So there's a lane, then you throw a red carpet. Red carpet experience. $150 is what we're charging. Do you know how much that cost? The stanchions and the red carpet? $132 after taxes. What other business can you literally buy something for your business and have it paid off and be in profit one time? The photo booth business. We are a luxury. Since we're a luxury, we can charge whatever we want. It's not a reach to pay $150 for that. Versus if you're gonna open up a restaurant and you sell a water bottle and you're charging somebody $50 for that, they're gonna say that's absolutely insane. Most people don't even know where to buy this stuff. So we're able to upcharge on things that the common person just don't know. And this is why I freaking love the backdrops that we sell, because customers have no idea where to get these. When we're doing rentals, I see it all the time. They say, you know what? We like your backdrop because we bought this cheap one on Amazon. You can't find these on Amazon. You cannot. You're not going to find them. You're going to find the cheap vinyl ones that are plastic. They're like 5 feet wide. They're terrible. So the fact that we have the knowledge and know where to get this stuff is allowing us to upcharge. Yo, EUC vibes. Thomas, what's up, man? You guys check out the new booth, by the way. It's almost done. I'm working with our manufacturer. We're gonna add a ring light right here, but this iPad DSLR booth is gonna replace the current Dream booth that we have. This thing's amazing. 0 tools required. The flash is built in. We're gonna add a fan and then a ring light around here. So you guys, the booth is a game changer, you guys. Setup time is about 5 minutes. Amazing quality photos. And yeah, the Jackery's dead, so I can't even plug it in. We got Brooklyn in the house. New York. What's up? Mel, Pittsburgh. Got you. Crystal, I just got the stanchions. Gotta buy the red carpet next. By the way, we're gonna be selling a red carpet pretty soon. I'm closing in on a red carpet that I think it's gonna be a drop-off red carpet. It's gonna be a red carpet that like isn't super long, but is enough. Okay, it's hard. It was hard to find a red carpet that was just enough to give us 6 feet distance, and then we found a company that does 5 feet, and I think the 5 foot one is perfect because you can use that red carpet to actually give you the proper distance you need from your photo booth, from the backdrop, and the red carpet that we're gonna sell has the perfect texture to it, because my problem with a lot of red carpets have been like they get thrashed one event and it's like really hard to clean, and the one that we're going to be selling is like a hybrid of economical but also not looking cheap, something that you can like reuse and not have to clean it every single time. So I'll let you guys know when we have that. I don't know what to call it though. I don't want to just call it the red carpet. I want it to have like a fun name with it, but just letting you guys know. Also, I am developing a new, just if you guys are wondering, we're in the process of developing a new printer cover that goes over your printer. And we're also going to be adding a sleeve for you, a part where you can slide in your laptop and lock it. So your laptop can slide in here and be protected and safe. And I know a lot of people like, their problem with using a laptop to print is like they don't like it to be seen. So that's why we're going to do that. I'll have the prototype in about 2 months. It's a long time. This stuff is really slow to get done. Love that. Mel, I have a silver and red stanchions. Silver. Yeah, those are nice too. But I don't know. I think the gold, to me, I don't know what you guys... Silver or gold? What do you guys think looks better? I'm going gold. But I mean, I guess it depends on what booth you have too, right? I don't know. I'm team gold. What are you guys? Silver or gold stanchions? 360 Entertainment. I need those backdrops. Photobooth101.com, you guys. Get your backdrops today. We just added a few new ones. You know what's funny? I actually have 30 units coming in tomorrow. So if you guys want your backdrops, right now is the time to get it. With the whole tariff situation, we raised our prices slightly, and I didn't completely raise them. We're still eating some of that cost for the tariffs. So if you're looking to get a good deal, well, let's do this. Stick around till the end of the live. Should we do it? I haven't done it in a long time. If anyone I don't ever really do discounts, But if someone wants to order some backdrops or maybe some props or something or anything, we can do, if you stick around till the end, we'll do this. Let's have some fun. From 1 to 10, 1 being 1%, 10 being 10%, I'll ask Google to pick a random number from 1 to 10, whatever it lands on, that's the discount we'll do. And I'll only leave that discount open for 10 minutes. Should we do that? I feel like that would be fun. Yeah, and the way we have everything priced here, like a lot of our stuff is a lot more affordable than our competition, places that manufacture, make photo booths, sell photo booths, whatever, that like having a physical store is not cheap. And I could easily raise my prices and still not see a big drop off. But like, I don't like companies that, I don't know about you guys. Whenever I buy something, I don't want to buy it, then wait 2 months and then see someone run a sale. Like buyer remorse is real with me. So like my whole thought process has been like, let's just have good prices year round. And that's why when a lot of people ask like, hey, can you do 20% off? It's like, I can't. It's either you want it at the price or not. So yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that 1 out of 10, and we'll let Google pick. Let me see. EUC vibes, the wood with the lights behind you. I designed, loved every time I see it. Even when I see it at weddings, I was invited. We should change the name then to the Tommy Wood. How would we put it? Thomas, but something with wood. Tommy's Wood. Shout out to Thomas, by the way, you guys. Go check out his channel, EUC Vibes, if you're interested in like anything related to like electric bikes or scooters. Like his page is amazing. Do you sell printers? We do. We sell one printer. And let's just talk about this really quick. I every single day, hey, Drew, DNP, you know, I hear everyone talking about this. Why do you recommend Haiti? Let's just do this right now. And I'll get back to the topic of the day. Let me go ahead and go down. Okay. This printer here, this is the one we recommend. Not because I think this printer is completely better than the DNP printers. It's way better than the RX one. DNP has an issue as a company. You guys, there has been multiple times where there's zero paper and ribbon available for us photo booth owners. And I don't know about you guys, but I refuse to keep doing something and expecting different results. And every single time it's happened, the response has been like, it won't happen again, or we're planning to open up in North Carolina. It happened 2 times, I was done. And guess what? It happened a few times after that. And why I like Haiti is the prints are affordable, more affordable, and the specs on this printer are similar to the DNP RX1. Almost identical, right? So for that reason, I'm going Haiti. And another reason why I like Haiti is I have a personal relationship with one of the people that basically run the LA branch for the company. So if we ever need anything, my customers ever need anything, I give him a call, and it's always a quick fix. So if someone has any printer issues, it's not a headache. And I even got an email today talking, someone said that apparently, allegedly, that their DNP printer had an issue, and they sent it in, and then they charged them like $250 to fix it. I've never experienced that with Haiti. It's been nothing but beautifulness working with them. Also, I don't know why I said beautifulness. That was not the right word. Nothing but a good experience. I like this printer because it has a screen here. If you look at the DNP models, they don't have a screen. There's just little lights that blink, and you have to kind of figure out what that means. I don't need to guess. It tells me exactly what is wrong if I have an issue, and I can actually check the print count on this printer without hooking up a laptop to it. I just click a few buttons and it gives me that data. What about the bad? You're only talking about the good. What about the bad? Well, let me tell you. The printer's a little loud. It's a little loud. So is the DNP. It's not as loud, but this is something that like the people that nitpick just trying to find something wrong with the printer. Yeah, it's loud, but it's also printing in about 13 seconds. But here, if we're doing a photo booth event, it's at a party. You don't even hear it half the time. You know what I mean? What else? The printer sounds it doesn't have the best sound either. It sounds very, like it doesn't have like a pleasant noise. But like, again, when I'm at events and I'm doing printing, I don't even really even hear it. If you're just in a quiet room and you're doing it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that printer is like almost twice as loud. But if you're at a party, you don't even hear it. You can't even hear someone talk to you when music is blaring a foot away from you. So like people, that's the only, obviously there's some weight to it, but so the D&P RX1 is almost just as heavy. How much would it be? We are almost there. With the price, I just need to make a few more modifications before, you want to see it? Let me show you guys. Okay. I have to make a few more modifications before this is ready for the market. I was planning on putting this listing up, yes, tomorrow, but we need another light here. So we're going to attach another light. You can put your iPad right here, your DSLR booth in here, but check this out. Look, the flash is built in and it bounces off of this. I'm tired of this look, to be honest with you, and having to drag this thing, and it's just too much. So this, and you want to see a little Easter egg here? The QR, look at the QR code. It has my name. How sick is that? The inside, you have one cable, goes into here, and it powers all of this. It'll include this right here. So if you want to use it overseas and use outlets there, you can. It's also good, obviously, for the US. We're going to be including a fan that's going to sit probably right here. This mount here, you can have the camera in landscape or in portrait. Also will include ball and head mount right here. So you can tilt up, down, side to side. And one of my favorite things about the booth is obviously the built-in flash, right? And the bounce. But this, look, there's handles here. So, no tools needed. You slide this in, and then you just sit this on top. And then if you need assistance putting this in, this really is a game changer. And then there's a remote that will allow you to mess with the LED lights, the RGB lights here. And then it comes in this beautiful travel case right here. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys. I don't know what to name this booth. I'm kind of, maybe take some suggestions. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. If you guys in this live can come up with some names for this, it's a DSLR iPad photo booth. You just saw it. If you pick a name that I like, that I end up, if you pick a name that I like and I use, I have some of these little, one of my friends sent these to me. There's some props. I'll send these to you free of charge, and then I'll send you a few of our props, and I don't know, maybe a gift card to here if you want one. We'll go $100 photo booth 101 credit. So let me know. If there's anything I see, leave them here. If there's anything that I like, I'll let you guys know. Let's have some fun. Thank you, period. Do you mind sending me your email? This way, when I place the order for you right now, you can get a receipt confirmation. Whew, it's hot in here. Okay. Richard. What's up, Richard? Bro, Google or Facebook running ads, what's your take on that? Okay, let's talk about this really quick. Google or Facebook ads. If you're a seasoned photo booth owner, meaning you've done enough events to where you feel comfortable, you understand the business, and you have the structure for your business, meaning you have your website, you have, obviously you need a website to run a Google ad, right? But like, you have everything in line, a Google ad is gonna be the best type of lead. When you have ads on Google, let me just remind you, you have to reverse engineer it. The people that are gonna see your ad and click your link are people actively looking for a photo booth rental. They're going to Google photo booth rental Hacienda Heights. Oh, they see me, boom. Then the pitch starts. Facebook and Instagram, your ads are being shown to people that are just on Facebook, just on Instagram. They're not actively looking for a photo booth. So who do you think is easier to convince to rent a booth? Someone that is looking for it or someone that just falls in their lap? Google. However, money. Google leads are way more expensive. Google knows exactly what they have, and those are hot, steamy leads. And Facebook and Instagram, they understand that these leads are not as hot, so they're way more affordable. If you're starting off, I would say it's better to do Facebook and Instagram so you can get a lot more leads for a lot less. It's gonna actually be one of the best lessons you're ever gonna have. Let me turn the air on. It's too hot in here. Hold up. Woo. So we're talking about becoming a seasoned salesman for your photo booth business. $200 worth of ads on Facebook and Instagram will probably get you maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 times more leads. That means you're gonna have way more understanding of what questions will be asked. You're gonna be a better customer service rep, and it's just gonna make you better as a business owner. But the problem is with the Instagram and Facebook, a lot of these people are pinching pennies, super cheap. They don't want to spend a lot of money, and rightfully so. They weren't looking at a photo booth. They're just, maybe your ad caught their attention and they're like, ah, damn, $500? Versus people that are searching through Google, for some reason, they have deeper pockets. So a best piece of advice, if you only want to do one, I'd say start off Facebook, Instagram. But if you have the budget, try everything. Try Google Ads, Instagram, Facebook, and figure out what works best for you. But be careful and don't let these platforms automate your ad. Don't be lazy. Don't just say, okay, Google, run my ad for me. You have to manually do everything. You don't know. They don't understand the photo booth business. What the heck? Google and I just heard my wife. Oh, Monte's playing with me. We have a camera here in the store. It's a few cameras. There's one up top, and she just clicked the speaker button. She said something. Facebook, Instagram, and Google, they don't understand the photo booth business. We are a small industry, so they don't know what we do. And if you let them run your ad for you, they're gonna show your ad in Florida. If you're in California, they'll show it in other cities where you're not gonna provide service. True story, you guys know Own Your Moment. Her name's Nicole. She has like a photo booth channel and she helps people with her videos. That's how I met her. I saw her ad on Instagram. Beautiful ad, amazing content, but I messaged her and I was like, hey, you're wasting your money because I'm seeing your ad, I'm in California. And that's how we met, is me just sending her a message saying, hey, like you gotta like tighten up your ad because you're wasting money. So like you don't wanna do that. You don't wanna be wasting money. And it's really easy to waste money on ads if you don't do it properly. Okay. EUC vibes, I'm a procrastinator trying to work on that, but I would love to work with you one day on a project. I feel we could do big things. Bro, Thomas, bro, I am ready for that, man. Thomas, whenever you have an idea, I would love, it'd be an honor to work with you, man. Your new booth is fire. You're gonna sell like hotcakes. I believe so because I have a really interesting photo booth event lined up in 2 months. And this event is gonna be some of the best content I've ever made, and I'm gonna be bringing this booth. Dream Booth 2, I don't know. Janet Wells, what's up? Vision Booth Pro, okay. I got it, DSLR, dramatic smiles, laughs required. Are Google ads worth it? If you set them up correctly, 1000%. Thank you so much, period. Are you okay if I attempt to run the card for the order, question mark? If I have any issues with the order, I will send you a text here and we can figure it out tomorrow if you need. So what's the new booth? Right here. We don't have a name for it yet, but we will. And by the way, this photo booth is super light. I can't even tell you guys how amazing this booth. I think Steven is here. Steven and one other person are the only people to see this booth. Super, super light. Look. Zero tools required. Are Google ads worth it? Yeah. Here's my thing, you guys. I don't know how anyone can run a photo booth business or a business at all and not explore every single way there is to market. Like, I'm reminded constantly, and I feel like God is always kind of reminding me of things to mention whenever I share knowledge, whenever I spread information. Like, there's certain things that I feel like I'm like called to talk about, and marketing is one of them. Like, if you're a photo booth owner and you've been doing this longer than 6 months and you have yet to run an ad on Facebook or Instagram or even on Google, like, you're wasting time. There's never been a better time to be a business owner, ever. We are in the perfect time. For as long as humans have ever been alive, as long as business and commerce has ever been existing, we live in the best time. Social media exists. If you were 15 years younger, 15 years ago, you know how you had a market? It wasn't through social media. It was through TV, ads, billboards, newspapers. We have direct access to our customers. So we need to take advantage of these blessings. And social media is not always going to be around. We need to operate with urgency. There's an opportunity now, and we need to jump on it now. So if you're watching this and you don't run ads, learn how to run ads and start doing it. I'm talking about Steven because I saw him yesterday, and he's a pretty active watcher here. He's probably watching now still. Steven, he's been doing a year, 3 months around there at a photo booth owner. I've been telling Steven every single time I saw him, what about ads? What about ads? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to it. Steven started running ads. Guess what? Steven went from maybe 1 to 2 events a week to the last 3 weeks since he started running ads, 30 events. It's not made up. It works. It's proven. But let me remind you, I think Steven said he spent like $600 on ads altogether, and he's generated well over $10,000. But it's a lot more work. It's work. But it's work we should be glad to take. That is not a bad investment. I'm not saying you're going to have results like Steven, but you will have results. I don't know one person that's tried Facebook and Instagram ads that have not gotten leads. All you need is the opportunity, you guys, and it's there. Will Facebook and Instagram be a great way to get leads 2 years from now? I don't know. It's not guaranteed, you guys. They could raise the prices to where it doesn't make sense for us photo booth owners. But if we're talking about $1.50 per lead, that is so cheap. Super cheap. So shout out to everyone watching the live, watching from Tampa. Love it. Greg, always good to see you, Gregory. Paul, my Facebook ads keep me kind of busy, but I want to take this off to a new level now. Let's go. Love that, man. How much longer should we go for? Should we do it? I think it's time. Whoa, actually, wait. No. I didn't give you guys all the sauce. The live today was supposed to be about not leaving any money on the table. And one way to not leave money on the table is the easiest, obvious answer, upcharging. We talked about software. You can upcharge for software features. You believe it or not, look, your customer usually 99 out of 100 times know nothing about a photo booth software, what's included. Just because your software gives you features does not mean that you have to offer these for free for your customers. We charge for the following features in our software that cost me $0 extra. The AI background removal on Luma Booth. If a customer doesn't want to pay for a backdrop, but they still want their photos to look nice, not a problem. If you don't want to pay the upcharge for the backdrop, for $75, we'll do a artificial green screen where it'll take a photo, it'll crop out the background and put something there. Do you want the online gallery? Luma Booth has that for free. It's in PhotoShare. We charge $50 for that. Mostly every single person that we don't just gift it to will pay for it. Yeah, of course, I want all my photos saved online. And then if they say if we don't get it, then what happens is all of your photos, the photos people will get were just the ones they send out. Well, what if I want all the photos? Well, then just get the upgrade. You'll have everything. Easiest $50 ever. We charge for the digital props. Luma Booth has something called stickers, right? Where we call them digital props. If they want custom ones, that's an extra fee. If they want virtual attendant, we do one virtual attendant with custom voice. Like and this isn't something we get a lot of. I probably can count the times on two hands. But Luma Booth will allow you to upload your own voice to guide people through the photos. So imagine this, you have a wedding and a lot of brides will literally want to customize every little aspect of their wedding. You can say, hey, for an extra 150, we can have you record your voice to guide people through the photo booth process. Example, for photo one, you can have it say, we're getting married, say cheese. You get what I'm saying? So that you can do, and that does take work. You have to, first of all, give them something to read, and then they just record a voice memo, then you have to chop it up, but it's possible. We're talking about not leaving money on the table. You name it. There's a lot of things. You can upcharge for the video welcome screen where you can have a video custom made and all that, but that is more time consuming. We upcharge for the Jackery, this little bad boy right here, $75 for this. And this thing cost me about, well, you can buy it now for like $500. I paid $700 for this, but this thing has made me close to about $5,000 to $6,000 from just renting it out. And there's people that will rent that Jackery, not because they need it, because they like the way I promote it. We call it wireless setup. No cords, no tape, just a completely wireless booth. Some people don't need it. Most people don't, but they like the idea. I'm telling you guys, people just like spending money. And to me, like the moment I realized that, man, I know I said this earlier, that changed a lot. It gave me the confidence to charge what I charge because I know the people that are booking us have expendable money. So just remember that. Upcharges can be, let me see. Not leaving money on the table. What else? What other sauce can I get you? Oh, I'm gonna sit down for this one. Audio, video quality is gonna go down because but this is an important one. You guys want to know how I became a millionaire from this business? One, I say this all the time, was literally because we started offering the drop off. That made me a fortune because it allowed me to go from one photo booth to 12. And our busiest day, we did 11 drop offs. So like that was the main thing. But the moment I realized I never, ever again in my life will tell a customer I'm overbooked. The moment I realized, you guys, that I will have availability for everybody, the moment I realized was when my mentor told me community over competition. My mentor said, I never say no to a job. If I'm fully booked, I just find a local photo booth owner to do it for me. I can make a little bit of a commission, but I keep the customer. That changed everything. And I've been doing this for 10 years. I can literally look back at a customer I did an event for a decade ago and see how much business I've gotten from that one customer. And if there's some events that I do that I probably didn't do because I could have said I'm overbooked, that would have been an issue. So what I'm saying is it's white labeling. You need friends in this business. And if you're a Photo Booth 101 member, you order a photo booth from us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have a group chat that everybody gets access to when they buy their photo booth, to where you can white label events, people having similar photo booths, usually running the same software in your area, And I think within the last week or two, there's been maybe around 60 jobs offered to other people, probably more. And it's not the commission that should get you excited. It's the fact that you can literally, instead of saying no to somebody, you can say, yeah, we're free. You hand that job off to your friend, right? In the group chat or whoever you know. They do all the work, but you keep the client for the long term. So instead of saying no, if you have someone work it for you, you could potentially have that job that can be an extra $5,000 for the rest of the year. It's not uncommon for one event to lead to 5 to 10 bookings in just 1 year. Look, people love keeping their vendors. Even for my own family, we have our taco guy, we have our DJ. When we want jumpy houses, the bounce houses for the kids, we have our people. And it's the same thing with the photo booth. And I'm super lucky and blessed that this business has been something to where people see the value in it and they keep booking us time to time to time. I want to tell you a story. I did an event a long time ago for this kid that graduated high school. Then we did the college graduation. He got engaged. He had a freaking baby shower. And we did the kid's first or second birthday. How crazy is that, you guys? This business isn't going anywhere. Don't believe look, I can understand how some people think this is like a trend, right? The photo booth business. I don't think it is. I mean, people are always going to want photos. People are always going to gather together to have parties. One thing I think we might see is something we saw with the giant game rental business, to where, I mean, you can kind of already, I think, in some stores buy a photo booth at Target. They have like the cheap ones, but like, I think that might happen. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but people are always still not going to want to set it up and do it themselves. So I don't see this business going anywhere, but I do see it changing maybe in the next few years, you know, but yeah, not leaving any money on the table. Do not tell people you are fully booked. If someone wants a 360 rental, why would you say no? It's not hard to find someone that does it. Why not, instead of looking at people as competition, look at them as an ally? Find a local photo booth owner that does a 360 booth. So next time you get asked, hey, do you do 360? You can say, yes, here's our prices. You should already have this contact. And then if they're hey, yeah, I'm ready to book, you can say, absolutely. But let me just double check. I want to make sure we have a photo booth available for you. Hang up. You call your homeboy, homegirl, whatever. Hey, I have a lead. He's ready to book next Saturday. Here's a time. Are you free? Yep, I'm free. Perfect. You call him back. Absolutely. Yeah, we're free. Let's get this booking. You get the deposit. You get the contract signed, and then you hand the work off to your partner. They go to the event. They set up their equipment. They do all the customer service. You make a commission usually, but you don't have to. You can. Let me just talk about this. And people always ask, like, what's the percentage for a photo booth owner? There is no standard percentage. However, I have a guy that I've used for 3 years. He charges $300 for 3 hours of photo booth service with prints. I could have looked at this guy and say, like, he's ruining the industry, like he's killing us, our business, but we don't have the same clients. He's good at offering a cheap rental. I'm good at getting leads. So he works our events sometimes for us, and he provides good service. But be careful. Usually when people are that cheap, they suck. But I got lucky with this guy, and he's great. Really, really good. Every time I hire him, I'm making about $400 to $350 every single time. I'm making more money than him. He's okay with it. He doesn't care. I keep him booked all the time. So it's a win-win. Everyone wins. I get a little money for the rental. I keep the lead, and he gets paid his rate, and then our clients, they get a good service. Everyone wins. So, like, you know, that's lucky. I don't think anyone will find that he's not in any of my group chats. That's my one thing that I'm like, nah, this is my guy. And the funny thing is, he's done an event for us where they've literally booked us once, and he did it, and then literally the next 4 weeks we did like 3 other events for them. And yeah, white labeling's the best. And look, I have some other people, because this guy's not always available. I have some people I work with where I make $0, but they provide good service. And it's okay to make $0 if you keep the lead long term. So you can do an event, maybe you don't make any money, but maybe you get 2 bookings from it. You got to remember, you guys, if there's 150 people at a wedding, how many of that number, 150, do you think are probably engaged or gonna get engaged? How many of those people may be graduating school? How many of those people may have a celebration they want a photo booth for? And the easiest lead to convince is a lead that's already experienced the photo booth. So that is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. We're talking about not leaving money on the table, utilizing your data for your photo booth. We talked about running ads on Facebook and Instagram. Do you know what they're selling you when you're running ads? Leads. They're putting you in a position to talk to somebody who's maybe interested in your services or your product. But if you've done an event, if you're using LumaBooth, right, or any other software that collects phone numbers and email addresses, you have that data, literally. So if you're not wanting to spend, if you're willing to spend money on Facebook and Instagram to get leads, you do one event. That could be 80 phone numbers or email addresses. Use it. It's free. And those leads from your photo booth are way better than Facebook and Instagram leads. They've used the photo booth. They're familiar with it. They're freaking local because they were at the party. I can't tell you how many people I know that don't utilize it. I would say 99% of photo booth owners don't take this advice. And this is something I've been screaming for the last 2 years that I've been going live on YouTube and TikTok. Literally, you could do one free event, have 80 chances to talk to somebody to convince them to give you some money for a photo booth. This is how I do it. Again, I'll repeat it. This is the last part of the live before we do the 1 through 10 thing. You're gonna have, at the end of the event, if you have email and SMS available on your software, you're gonna probably have more text messages and you're gonna have more phone numbers collected. How bad do you wanna succeed in this business? If the answer is, Drew, I want it really bad, do this, this is what we do. The next day, I will call every single one of these people. Hey, Drew, here, you used a photo booth last night at Mario's wedding. I just wanted to make sure you had a great experience and you got your photo and everything went well. Absolutely, I got the photo. Perfect. Another reason why I'm calling is we have a promotion that anyone at that wedding, if they book a photo booth by the end of today, you're gonna get $200 worth of free upgrades. And that's something that you can pick and choose. It can be the red carpet experience, or it could be the boomerang, which you probably had access to at the party. If you book today, it's just $99 for a non-refundable retainer. You can pay the rest a week before the event. Does this sound like something you're interested in? Are you having a party or an event or know anyone? Actually, I'm graduating. Yeah, I would love to take you up on that deal. Easy. Perfect. Let me go ahead and take your credit card info for this retainer. It's not that hard. But you see how I put pressure? I said the deal ends today. You cannot give people time. That's the thing. Like if I'm gonna give you something, a deal, I need something in return, and that needs to be close it now. Because if someone's getting, let's just say you call somebody and they're like, hey, yeah, I'm actually getting married next June. Perfect. Call me when you're ready. No, like let's lock this in. Why are we wasting time? The prices could also be more expensive in the future. You booking now is locking in these rates. You have to give them something, but it has to be, and again, I don't like giving discounts. Even though I'm about to do it for you guys watching here, I don't like giving discounts because I have my prices set to where I feel like I'm making just enough to be happy. And that's how you know you have a good deal, is when you're not crushing it, but you're content. And I'd rather give out free upgrades that cost me nothing, red carpet experience, boomerang GIF and video, online gallery. Yeah, go ahead, take this for free because it's not costing me anything. So that's what I wanted to say here for that. Where is the other phone? We're gonna pick Google, not Google. Whatever. We don't even need to do the code. I don't even think anyone needs any. I'm not gonna make a code for no reason. But if someone wants to do it, just, I guess we'll do it. But if not, no problem. Okay, let me get to some of these questions here. Paul, I've watched every video you posted and it's been a game changer for me. W, Paul. Thank you, my friend. What's too much to charge when charging? Wait, what's too much to charge when upcharging? It depends on what you're offering. I have some upgrades, like the boomerang GIF and video. I charge 75 bucks. I know some people charging $300 for those experiences. It just depends. But more importantly, like, the higher your upcharges are, be prepared and willing to go out of your way to explain it as good as you can to where they understand what they're getting. Because if you're going to be charging somebody $300 or $200 for something, you got to show the value. Dwayne, what's up, man, from Cincinnati? How do you go about doing your social media marketing? Everything is with a plan, but we do make sure we do at least 3 posts a week, minimum. And we try to incorporate ourselves as much as we can in the content. That's important. You guys are your brand, you're your business, and you're missing out by not being in the content. People like doing business with people they can see. Like, I'm not saying every video you need to pop in like P. Diddy, right, in a freaking B.I.G. song and say something or dance. You don't have to do it like that. Just naturally make content every so often, right? Hey, Drew here. Today I'm going to make a template for a wedding we have next week. Let me show you. Screen record. You can make the template. You can put a song. If you're not comfortable showing your face, maybe you do some B-roll and you do a voiceover. If you're expecting some stranger you've never met to give you money to hold the photo booth, the chances of them trusting you go way higher if they see you. And some people book, because I have like 4 different photo. Well, I'm gonna have 5 different photo booth companies, but one of them I run with my wife. We are in the content all the time with that one, and a lot of people can relate to us, and they book us because you're not the cheapest, but we love that you're a husband and wife photo booth company. That's our story. That's our angle. That's how we do it. It's the freaking, and it's fun. I'll be honest. Like, if you're making content and you're not in it, trust me, it gets old. But when you're in the content, you're showing your personality and you're being creative, it becomes like a whole nother thing, and it's a pleasure to do. Javon, how do we go about doing social media marketing? Oh, okay, yeah, I think I answered that already. Hold on, let me answer this. Someone just texted me. Hold on. Check the link. First of all, the link's not even clickable. I don't even know who this is. Somebody just texted me, I see you're live, and I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is. Gene, what's up? Hey, Drew, you're awesome. Question, how are you not scared about clients bringing back the photo booth? I don't operate in fear. I don't think you guys should either. But to give you peace of mind to do a drop-off, your contracts, Trump hands, contracts, you have to have them in place. And if you're doing drop-offs without contracts, the people you give the photo booth to, there's no liability there for them. Hey, I didn't agree to nothing. I just paid him the money. Yeah, leave the photo booth there. Okay, yeah, let the kids play with it. But if they signed a contract, they're going to have a different relationship with how they treat your booth. Hey, no kids here. You guys can't be over here. So you get what I'm saying? The contracts, I treat every drop-off like a rental car experience, right? By the way, who texted me? If you texted me, you got to say who you are. I don't know who you are. Film the booth, every angle of it. Up, down, side to side, go to the prop table. That way you know exactly the condition the photo booth was before you left. And then when you get back, you do the same thing. And if you show up and you see damage, guess what? Video 1, no damage. Video 2, damage. It happened while it was here. Another thing, another reason why I'm not zero fear, you guys. I have zero fear because, well, 1, I'm using my own photo booths. But the replacement parts for my booths are very cheap. And for our customers, if you've ever needed a spare part, you understand it's the cheapest thing ever. So if you need a ring light, it's no more than $120 to get it to you. The faceplate, 75, 80 bucks, right? It's affordable. So even if a customer drops my photo booth, breaks the ring light, breaks the faceplate, 200 bucks, I'm still in profit even if the worst case scenario happens. Hopefully that makes sense. When people are scared to do something, which a lot of you guys are scared to do a drop off, the people that come out of the situation the best are the people that don't live in fear. They see the opportunity and they would rather be more scared on missing an opportunity versus not doing it. And when you can change your mind, instead of saying, hey, the worst can happen, what if the best happens? That should be exciting. That should be where we operate from. So I get more excited from the fact that I get to set something up and go. I get excited for the fact that I can leave a photo booth, have it make me 600 bucks, go on a date with my wife, go walk my dog. I can take a nap if I want to. Then I get to come back and pick it up. That to me is where the motivation is. Not from, ooh, they're gonna break my photo booth, like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it. That's a terrible place to operate. Look, Airbnb. If you're scared about your photo booth, which probably cost a couple $1,000s, if you're scared of that being damaged or ruined, how do you think someone with their $2 million home to strangers feels? You have a freaking dishwasher that probably cost $1,000. There's a stove that's probably a couple thousand, a refrigerator that's $3,000. They're covered because if anything happens, the customer, the people in there are responsible. It's the same thing with the photo booth business, you guys. When people are scared, it's a good time to be greedy because that's where the opportunity lies. In the photo booth business, I still think the drop off is something majority of people aren't doing. And let me just remind you, if you're staying at your events, if you're lucky, you can do 2 events in one day. Maybe 3, but that will probably never happen again. But most likely you're doing 1 event a day on average. With the drop off, you can do upwards of 10 events. I've done over 10 events in one day. It's possible. So best case scenario, I am 10 times ahead than the average photo booth owner. Look, if I started doing drop-offs from day one, and I've been doing this for 10 years, I would be 100 years ahead of the person that's just doing 1 event because they're staying at their events. Best case scenario. And this business is like a compound thing. You do 2 months in this business, right? You start doing events 2 months in, maybe you get a few repeat customers. 2 months later, maybe now you have 4. Then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I know my YouTube page is Hustle with Drew. I really wish I can change the name from Hustle with Drew to Business with Drew. Because hustlers don't operate the same as business owners. Hustlers think short term. A hustler, a go-getter, right, is somebody that thinks about getting money quick. You don't get rich quick. It's long term. Business owners make moves long term. How much can I make for the year? What's the annual income, right? Maybe even quarterly. But a hustler is looking at something instead of looking at a white label opportunity, right? They'll say, hey, here's the customer, just pay me 200 bucks. You can keep the job, whatever, pass out your cards. Hustler, yeah, you're making some money. A business owner will say, hey, how about you do this event for us? No cost. You keep everything, but we keep the customer. You don't hand out your cards, you hand out our cards. That's a business move, you guys. So yeah, let me get to the rest of these comments here before we end the live. Shout out to Photo Booth 101 group. See you, Steven. Love it, love it. Shout out to Mario, man. Mario and his wife, Party Treasures Photo Booth. Good to see you here. Dwayne is saying, we have so many that have popped up in my area since we started in January 2024. But check me out. Okay, let's talk about this really quick. You know why you see so many, Dwayne? Is because you're looking for it. You guys ever get a car and then you notice you see that car everywhere? It just happens, man. It's because you're looking for it. You're going to see it if you're looking for it. Weber, Australia in the house. What's up? Javon, thanks. That was the part I was going to ask about, having all of those phone numbers, how to use them for leads, that is. Yeah, I think the most effective way is to call them. You could use MailChimp and put them in an SMS like campaign where it just sends them automatic text messages here and there. But I think calling is the most efficient, not efficient, it's not efficient. It's the opposite, but it's more effective. That's the word. I was looking for that E word. Can you connect two iPads to a MacBook and print with the high-T printer? They both have DSLR. Can you connect two iPads to a MacBook? So you mean two Luma booth running on two different devices on one printer? Yeah, I believe you can. Breeze 4400 finally caught my first live, and now it's over. Just bought my booth, and I've been binge watching your content for 2 weeks. Love it, man. Orlando in the house. This is recorded too, by the way. You guys can go back and watch it. This one I won't delete. I like deleting the lives from time to time because it's like, hey, if you are here, you're here. But Steven requested we keep this one, so we'll keep this one. We love drop-offs, 4 events in one day. Love it, love it. We got one half of Party Treasure here. Love it. I didn't want to start doing a drop-off, but our first event wanted it in time doing something else, but because we really wanted a booking, we made a drop-off. Best thing ever. I love it. All right, let's do this. Is there anybody in the live? We haven't done this in a while. Anyone in the live that doesn't have photo booth contracts for their business? We sell contracts. They're sample contracts. Has 10 years of experience, and it's also been drawn up with an attorney. Very expensive to do, by the way, so this is why this deal is going to be so good. If there's anyone that wants a really good deal on the contracts, we sell them for $249. If you want it for the first 3 people, if you put the word contract in the comments, I will lower the price down to just $99. And I'm telling you, people are actually paying $249. That's why we have it there. If you put contract in there, I'll hop on my website. I'll lower it to just $99. You know what? No. No. I want to have some fun here. I'm going to do something insane. And if you ordered the contracts already, I'm sorry, but I want to do something fun here. I'm going to ask Google to pick a number from 50 to 99. Whatever number it lands on is the number I'll put the price on, and I'll leave that price just while I'm live for about 5 to 10 more minutes. Let's do that. Okay, we'll go to Google. I think I can do this in Google. Okay. Pick a random number from 50 to 99. 83. Well, 83. I was thinking it was going to be around, we'll do it one more time. $60. Okay, $60. Just put the word contract. I will lower that down there. I thought that was fun. Too bad there's not like a voice generator. So if I see anyone here, we'll do it. If not, no problem. Let's see. Never get more booths unless there is a need. Absolutely. Dude, I'm telling you guys, man, I am probably a good salesman, but a terrible salesman. Because usually salesmen, all they care about is numbers and getting more money coming in, more sales. But I literally talk people out of getting more than one photo booth. Someone came in today, they're like, hey, can you give me a discount if I order 4 booths? And I say, why do you need 4? Oh, business is gonna take off running. I'm like, yeah, but the odds of you needing 4 photo booths in the first 3 or 4 months of your business is gonna be very rare. Why not start off with 1, get that photo booth booked out for the next 3 months, then take the money you've made and the business buys the second one. As soon as you have a few months booked and you're getting requests for a second booth, that's a good time. Don't waste your money. And I know that makes me a bad salesman. And I've literally talked hundreds of people out from doing this. And I get it. A lot of people are very motivated. Hey, I'm going to crush it. I'm confident. But there needs to be a time where you put the confidence down a little bit and you start using your brain and start thinking a little bit more practical. Hey, instead of maybe buying 3 booths, How about you buy one, and that money that you were gonna spend for the second or third booth, Google ads, baby. Facebook ads, baby. Instagram ads, baby. That's how you should do it. Let the business pay for it instead of you just buying something and it's sitting there. I've never understood why someone would like do it. And I've had a guy come in and buy 10 booths. I tried my best. I was like, hey, look, like 10 is absolutely crazy. And he ended up selling 8 of them. And I was like, hey man, I tried talking you out of it. And he's just like, yeah, you know, I see you doing it. And I'm like, but I've been doing it for a long time. Hustlers think quick. Business takes time. And I'm here to tell you, look, with God's help, God willing, you're gonna be here for a while. So let's act like it. Let's run our businesses like we're gonna be here for a while. Sometimes hustlers have that mentality. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like, no, you're gonna be here for a while. Gene, I appreciate you, Gene. Shout out to Hawaii, love it. Janet, hello, Drew. Got my backdrops just in time. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, I have another shipment coming in. I don't know what happened, but out of nowhere, everybody started buying backdrops. I had maybe 50 units, backdrops with the stands in like 8 days, completely sold out. Like the backdrop stuff's been popping off. And I think it has to do with, I made a video on TikTok talking about how I accidentally, and I'm gonna redo it, how I accidentally started a backdrop business where I was just talking about, hey, I started doing photo booths, then we started selling these beautiful backdrops, and unintentionally, me being at events and having these backdrops there, people are coming up to us at parties or calling us the next day, hey, I was at the party, do you guys rent out the backdrops? And I'm like, yeah, but like, are you having a photo booth event? No. I want the wood one for my baby shower, for the dessert table, for the gifts. I'm having a country party. I want it for a step and repeat. And people are booking us for just the backdrops. And it's the easiest thing ever. Hey, yeah, absolutely. $100, you come to us, you can set it up. Or if you want us to come set it up, $200. In and out in about 5 to 10 minutes. These are the most beautiful thing that you're gonna have on your setup. It's not your photo booth. People are gonna notice the backdrop. It demands it. Look how big it is. Bro. I'm 6'3". This thing is huge. It's what they're gonna notice. But Janet, yes, Janet. Thank you for your order, Janet. Glad you got it in time. Okay, contract. Okay, let's do it. I was about to end the live. I didn't even see the comments. I think it might be slow here. What did I say? What are we charging for the contracts? 500? $500? I'm just playing. 60. It was 60. Yeah. And I want to bless anyone here that's already, okay, I'm going to lower the price, but if you're watching this and you've already ordered the contracts, not right now, but before, and you have to send this email in the next 10 minutes. Send me an email, photobooth101info, or you can just reply to where you ordered the contracts. I have a special gift for you. I've updated the website. We now have the scripts that we use for venues to become the preferred vendor. I have a white label agreement. If you've already ordered the contracts in the past, email me right now. Tomorrow morning, I will give you those for free. A thank you for just being a supporter. Maybe you didn't get the contracts at this deal, but I will give you guys those extra freebies. But it has to be 6:03 Pacific Standard Time today. If you email me later, you watched it later, you missed out, I need to just bless the people that are in the live, so we're gonna do that. Okay, enough yapping. We need to lower the price here. Dang, 60? That's the cheapest we've ever done here. Okay, give me a second, guys. I honestly, sometimes I'm like baffled how so many people can just sit here and listen to me talk about this business. Like the goal here is always to like My goal is to have as many friends in life that I can. And I feel like it's a lot easier to make good quality friends when you help them make money. And the friendships I've had, I have thousands of friends. And luckily for me, all of my friends love making money. And I've had that attitude since day one with Photo Booth 101. Like, I could have been greedy and never created a group chat for people to network. I could have started well over 2,000 photo booth companies and been like, yeah, if you ever need anyone to work with, go through me. And that is a decision I'll never regret. Like, you have no idea how many people work with each other in our network. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. And shout out to freaking the MVP for of May 20. I should probably make her a certificate and give it to her. I think we'll do that. Oh my God, what is her name? Vicky? Liz? Lucy in our group chat. In the month of May, she went to the group chat with about 40 events. 40 events, you guys. People locally getting paid. Freaking speaking, Mario and his wife were here from Party Treasures. He had 6 events on a Saturday because of Lucy. You guys, I'm not making it. These are real people. You can see them in the chat. So shout out to Lucy. The price is now $60 on the contract. I'm going to be live for another 10 minutes. As soon as I end the live, the price is back up to the sale price. If you want to know how to get there to the contracts, let me show you. I'll do it really quick. Photobooth101.com. You're going to see this stud next to this photo booth here. That's how you know you're in the right place. Scroll down. That was quick. To resources. And you're going to see 2 people, 2 hand models shaking hands. That's the contract bundle. Boom. $60. There you go. So we'll wait 10 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes from now. And yeah. Contracts, look. I've been doing this 10 years. I've never had to use a contract in court. And God willing, you will never have to use it either. But here's the misunderstanding. I think people think a contract is needed if something bad happens, not knowing a contract getting signed prevents a lot of bad things from happening. A good contract, and again, like here's your Uncle Drew giving you the terminology. I like to call them agreements. It's a lot less pressure when you hear the word agreement. When you think contract, some people feel uncomfortable. Like, ooh, you know, it's a mental thing. So we call them agreements. It's the same thing. But a good agreement is an assumption. It kills all assumptions. Because an agreement has all the details of what's going to be provided. Just in case there's damage, you're responsible. The agreements we have also has a model release, which gives you the rights to use the photos with for social media, unless they tell you not to. So it helped. That actually helped me out one time. We did an event for a high-profile celebrity, and it was an event planner that hired us. She agreed, signed the contracts, and we posted a photo from the party, just like we would any other photo, like event. I don't care they're celebrities. Like, I'm gonna post. Contracts were signed. I wasn't hiding, filming, or taking photos. And the lady that hired us was like, hey, like, that's kind of not cool that you posted the photo. And I said, why not? They're like, well, you know, he's a high profile. It's a high profile party. I was like, oh, but you know, like politely send a screenshot. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'll remove it. But you never sent us an email on the contracts. And then the guard went down and the tone was a little bit nicer. My apologies. I didn't look at that. I glanced at it. Thank you so much for responding. It could have went left. And they ended up booking us a few more times after that. But like, what's the terminology? My good friend, CYA. A contract is a CYA. Cover your ass. And never assume anything, you guys. Never assume the customer understands how it goes. Never. Never, 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 never. If there's ever a misunderstanding, check out the contract. It's in here. You signed it. You can't argue with that. And that, I've used the contract in that many times. And again, last thing here, we talk about this before I think we have 5 more minutes here. No, 6 more minutes here. contracts aren't just for you, they're also for your customer. Like, some people don't do business with some photo booth companies because they don't have contracts. Corporate companies love these agreements. You have some people that'll book you that are just pretty anal about everything, and they want to make sure they're doing business with an actual business. And I know hustle with Drew, but sometimes hustlers don't think about contracts. I know some photo booth owners that are 4 years deep and do not do contracts. And it's going to be one of those things that you wish you had until you like it's going to be one of those things where it's like, dang it, you could have a situation to where you're like, damn, all I had to do is just listen to this guy's advice. Just do them. And if you're doing a free event, you need a contract even more because there's no money involved. You're not getting paid. So if something bad happens, not only do you have to pay for it, you didn't make any money. Always agreements. I've learned the hard way. I didn't always have agreements, and I'm not gonna ever sit here and tell you guys I was always the photo booth guy, and I always did everything right. I fucked up a lot, but I feel like now I have a little bit of an audience. I can tell you guys, don't fuck up. I've done it. Don't fuck up this way. Don't mess up. I'm like what's the analogy here I love? Someone smart learns from their own mistakes, but a wise person will learn from others. Just do it. Don't you guys all have a freaking gift from God of being a business owner this day. You want to start today, or if you started this year, you have all the resources in the world. Let me tell you other people you can learn from that I think would Rex tutorials, Rex's photo booth tutorials and reviews. This guy has the most tech-based channel on the photo booth business. He will teach you so much about the tech side. You have influencers like Own the Moment. Nicole has great stuff on the photo booth business. You have David from Canary Capital. That guy has a ton of videos, informative. You have me. I have a ton of videos. So you have access to information, and a lot of this information is going to save you time, but also heartache. So like get contracts and use them every single time. All right. A few more minutes here. Can you please drop your website link? Photobooth101.com. Can I add it? I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can, but it's just the word photo booth with 101. Mario, love it. Still here. It's been nonstop since February, literally every Saturday. Mario put to the point to where I'm about to start having boothers white label for me now. Love that, man. By the way, too, Mario, I'm gonna see Mario tomorrow. He's picking up some wedding props. No. Baby shower props. We have 3 booths currently. Just slowly got them over the last 18 months. Let's go. Mario, that's good. I'm 4 booths, 3 printers. My last booth, the dream booth. Let's go. It's going to be this one. I actually have one more dream booth. Mario, if you want a good deal, I will give you this display model dream booth that we have. I'll give you an amazing deal. I won't say it here, but tomorrow, if you want to talk, I'm gonna tell you the price, and you're just gonna look at me like, okay, fine. I'll give you a good deal on that one with the flash and all of it included. Laura, I just began and I'm struggling. I've been advertising on TikTok and IG, and I want more booths. Let's stop the struggling first. If you're asking me for advice and you just begin, I know you want more booths, and I love that. I love the freaking mentality. Let's build and let's scale. But the easiest way to get more bookings when you're starting off and get the ball rolling, do more free events. I did 12 for free when I started. That took a few months, but that literally skyrocketed my business, and I was doing after those 12, that gave me about 34 jobs. And then it's just a big snowball effect. The thing I see a lot of photo booth owners do is they're not willing to do free events, and they end up, it's a struggle to convince someone to give you money when you have 0 track record. You have 0 events, you have 0 proof. All you have are just some sample photos that a company gave you, right? That's another thing. I used to give our customers content. I had a whole file. I have a hard drive filled of it, but it doesn't do them justice. It creates lazy photo booth owners. And I love the fact that we don't offer it, because it's like, hey, if you want content, you're gonna have to do some free events. And then people that do the free events, they start to realize, oh shit, like I have some traction here. I just did a free wedding and I have 2 people now that are gonna book me. You're not gonna get there if you just have some sample photos. Like, the experience is worth everything, man. And 2, I don't know about you guys, but like, there are a lot of people that use stock footage of the photo booths that these companies give you, and they just look fake. They look too studio quality. I'm telling you, all you need is a phone. You can take enough, you can get great content, and it looks real. More importantly, you can be in your content. Look, when you go to my website, when you go to Photo Booth 101, right? And it's the same thing for our other website too, for the rentals. Who do you see? Who is that? That's me. And when people go to the website, they're reminded of the guy they see on videos. It's the same thing with the rental business. If they're following you on Instagram, if they see you through an ad or whatever, then they go to the website. Okay, I'm doing business with this person. If it's just a generic photo of a photo booth, there's no trust there. I'm telling you, this is the biggest gem I think I could drop today, man, is be in your content. Okay, Crystal, do you have a separate page for your backdrop business, or do they contact you from the photo booth? I love that. I'm actually building my backdrop rental website, which I will show you guys when it's done. We do about 4 backdrop rentals a week, maybe around 4, but I don't promote it. It's like sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's mainly 4. It's been consistently 4 for the past month. I don't promote it at all. I don't have ads running for the backdrops. It's just literally people seeing us at events. Yeah, love that. Love my backdrop. Love it. Love it. Kim, the backdrop is the first thing they notice when they walk up to the photo booth. Facts. Kim, scripts would be amazing. Thank you, Drew. True blessing. Yes, guys, email me though. You have to email me for those. I know a few emails, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It's just getting kind of late. But anyone that watched this, the cutoff time to send that email is literally 4 minutes. So if you've ordered the contracts in the past, send me an email, and I'll get those sent to you guys. The Funky Child, what's up from Paris, France? Love it, love it. What's up? What's up? Photobooth101info@gmail. Photobooth101info@gmail. The Mosquito Guy, I just bought the contract. Does that get me into your group chat? It does not. If you want the group chat access, you have to order a photo booth from us. And it's not me it's not me saying, hey, I want your money for the photo booth. I created the group chat so people with the same photo booth equipment can work together. I don't want a Guacamole, Tapatio, whatever photo booth in there, because you want to network and white label with people, similar equipment. Because Mosquito Guy, if I have you work an event for me and you have a different photo booth, right? A chimichanga, whatever, and you do the event, then they hire me because you're white labeling, and I show up with a different photo booth. It's completely confusing. So that's why we keep it strictly Photo Booth 101. Caesar, will your contract work with me in the state of Georgia? It should definitely. You know what I love about ChatGPT? You can actually dump it into ChatGPT and ask. You should get a good result. Or if you want to be extra careful, definitely see if you can have someone that, like, what are they called? Not like an attorney. What do they have? What's below an attorney? You can find someone to review it. But it should be. It should be. Can I guarantee it? No. But you should definitely check. Javon, thank you so much for the contract deal. I started because of your videos, and now I'm 10 events in. Bro, amazing, amazing, amazing. Lavon, I found it. Love it, love it. Just ordered. Love it, love it. Janet, my next booth will be the deluxe. I swear I wish I had my bell here. Paralegal, there you go. Do. Is it a good idea to do expos? It depends. There's some expos that literally prey on vendors, and they make their money not from the people attending the events, they make their money from the vendors. and they don't tell you the truth, hey, we're gonna have 50,000 wedding couples here. They'll tell you that. And I think it's a good idea. If you're gonna spend money, the expo should be the last thing you do. I'm not saying they're all bad, but most of them it's a money grab. And it's a lot of work. And it also depends, like how much are you charging for your services? If you're doing $300 on the low end and the cost to get in there is $2,000 and then maybe another $1,000 for materials, you have to book quite a few events just to break even. If you're on the high end, you can literally maybe, like if you're charging $2,000 for an event, which some people are, you'll just maybe do 2 events and you got it paid off. Also, these expos, a lot of them do not cap vendors, meaning that they'll let 50 photo booth companies into the showroom. That's a lot of competition. I would prefer an expo that says, hey, we only have 5 photo booth companies and we stop it there. That way you're not competing with each other. And if there's 50 people at an expo with the photo booth, most people might just go with the cheapest one. And then you're kind of screwed. But if you want to spend $1,000, Laura, I'm telling you, $1,000 in Facebook and Instagram or even Google ads will make you more money than I think an expo can, if you do it correctly. And I know I talked about Steven earlier. Steven spent $600 roughly and made, I think he told me today, $12,000 in bookings. In the last 3 weeks, 30 plus events. You tell me, Laura. I mean, expos, I'm not telling you they're not a good idea, but I would rather make more for my investment and not have to go to an expo. But, Jasmine, if you're watching this, Jasmine, you're not following, you guys got to follow the instructions, please. If you want the scripts, you have to email me. Do not send me a conversation on my website. I'm not responding to that. So Jasmine, if you're here, send me an email, photobooth101.com. No, photobooth101info@gmail. Please send the email, not through the chat. Because then I have to talk to you there and it's just, send me the email. Yeah, look, $1,000 for an expo, that's kind of not bad, but like, if you're just starting off, honestly, $1,000 to go to an expo is not that bad because you can take that time to get content. You can make it look like your company is busy. And if you're at an expo, that is good publicity, right? Even just on social media, it makes you guys look active. But like, I know my money will be more efficiently spent on ads if we're talking about, yeah. All right, so let me know if you guys have any comments, any questions. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Officially, the sale is over for the contracts. You guys jumped on this one. I think I saw about 8 orders go through. You guys took advantage of this, which I love. Why not? Perfect. Email sent. Thank you, Gregory. Love it. So Brooklyn Booths. Thomas, what's up? Thomas? Good to see you, Thomas. Can't thank you enough for the content, brother. I am wondering how it works when you're taking the orders in a la carte. Do you have a price list or do you just tell them over the phone? I have a list and I also have a video and a photo catalog they can look at. It's one thing to just tell somebody, and I said this earlier, if you're just telling people things over the phone, don't assume they understand what the hell you're talking about. Most people have never rented a photo booth before. So if you start using words like backdrop, I know it's common sense to us, but the average person has no freaking idea what the hell a backdrop is. That's why I think, honestly, I'm low-key kind of dumb. And I special education, I'm not very book smart, but I tend to explain things for dummies because I am a dummy. I'm explaining something for myself. And I tend to make things sound so simple, and I realize that that's actually a gift, is to not over explain, but if someone's asking, like, so we have a backdrop rental, you can add that on for $100. The backdrop is literally a design the people using the photo booth will stand in front of. It's the background. Most people don't promote it, they'll just say, hey, it's $100 for a backdrop. They don't know what that means. And that's why the video stuff is huge. Instead of telling somebody, you can say, hey, I just sent you a video showing what our backdrops are. Oh, that makes sense. I had no idea what that meant. And some people will confuse the word backdrop for template. This happens almost every day in my rental businesses. They think the backdrop is the template. Hey, can you make this backdrop design? And it's a template. And I'm like, yeah, this is the template. The backdrop is what's behind them. Oh, okay, that's that. So just over explain, but more importantly, not over explain, simplify. Simplify. Larry the Legend, thank you for the discount on the contract. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Janet, question for you about events for graduation outside in the backyard. I'm concerned about the quality of the picture. If you can help. Janet, are we talking iPad photo booth or DSLR? Just make sure if you're outdoors and it's during the day, you have to have shade. There's almost nothing you can do if there's shadows from the sun and all of that. So like what we have to do as photo booth owners is make sure we have shade. And if you're really concerned about this and you're not quite sure if you're gonna have shade, provide your own. Go to Amazon. I'm gonna give you guys the sauce here. Type in on Amazon, photo booth tent. There's a company called Impact. You can buy like a canopy for like 250 bucks. But shade is a must. You want shade because in shade, you can control the light. Out in the sun, it's very difficult to control the light, especially if the light is coming straight to the people. And sometimes outdoors, I've seen people do events where the sun is right in their eyes and all the photos are like, like they can't see. That's the worst. So if you're doing it outdoors, say, do you have a canopy or a deck for us to be in? If it's at night, it's actually better. You kind of want it to be dark. That way you have more control of the light. Can you show the video you send to customers? Yeah, maybe we can do that next live. I'm down. I'll show you guys. But maybe next live. Just remind me if you're there next time. There is a parade coming up. Wanted to take a roamer to the market. Good idea or bad? Not a bad idea. How are you going to make money though? Just for experience? Is that what you mean? For content? I'm all for that. Look, some people think that like I will still do events for free, you guys. Like, man, I'm so blessed to be in this business for so long that I have the time to where I can contact local schools, right? Offer a free photo booth. I will still do free events, but only for the right customers. Like I am right now focused more on school events because these parties usually take place during the week. A lot of Friday night dances, right? A lot of Friday night homecoming games, football games, basketball games. And this is maybe a little bit advanced, but I know when you're starting off, you just kind of want to do Saturday, but you'll get to a point to where all of your Saturdays are booked and you're going to start focusing on getting booked on Friday, getting booked on Sunday, getting booked on Wednesday. That is a good place to be in. You can 3x your business by getting your Fridays, your Sundays, and even your Thursday nights booked out. Those are usually when you're having those events. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this was a fun live. We were live here for 93 minutes. Man, I got to go home. I know Monte's waiting for me like, damn, it's every night. But we're going to end the live here. I will get back to you guys tomorrow. Cool. Jasmine actually emailed me. Perfect. Mario, crazy that I have to use sick time now to do events on weekdays. Man, what a good problem to have. I love that. Hopefully you get paid on those sick days. All right, guys. God bless. I will see you guys live maybe tomorrow, if not the following day. Thank you.